The problem here is they're trigger happy. They don't care what color you are. They shoot and ask questions later.
When you're in a fight for your life and you're losing, all bets are off.
Hey, Sheriff's Department, stop!
These men are unarmed, getting the death penalty for sometimes not even committing a crime.
Too many unanswered questions. And they stated, your son reached for his pockets and we opened fire and he is deceased. And they just left.
Within 24 hours, not even 24 hours, the story changed to it was a carjack. And that he didn't follow commands and that was it.
I love you, Baba.
It's not officers investigating officers, it's command officers with hundreds of years of experience that are doing these investigations and making these decisions. And I don't think that any of them go into review an investigation with the mindset that, oh, we know this cop's dirty, but we're going to make it right. That wouldn't be allowed.
He always eats with us.
Did you put the red stuff on it?
We get together and we all feel that one person's missing. You know, the only thing we can do is be his voice from this moment on.
Who's that, Justice?
Daddy.
And who?
And Daddy.
Who's that little boy?
Me.
My son was not armed that night. He was not out to kill anyone. He was not on drugs. You know, when I see that uniform, it really represents the killer of my son.
It took us a year just to find answers, you know, and they never once provided us with any answers. I would call for a whole year every day, and they haven't even gave us an explanation, except blaming my brother for his own death.
Hi, Christy. My name is Traci, Alderman, and I was told by the detectives and the BPD I needed to contact you in order to get a coroner's report. So there's nobody assigned to this case. So, no, my nephew got murdered. The person accused of killing him is the Bakersfield Police Department. All right, thank you. And again, nothing. I want to know from the coroner's office how many times he was shot. I want to know how he died. I'm not sure why exactly I need to know that, but I do. We have nothing, but yet it's been justified and it's case closed. I don't buy that. I don't. I can't buy that.
Killer cop! Off our street! Killer cop! Off our street! Killer cop! Off our street! What do we want? Justice!
As soon as my brother had passed away, we knew that we needed to do something.
When do we want it?
Me and my family gathered up at a corner of a busy street, and as time went on, we gained more families. We're all really close, and I feel like we're changing things in our town.
Shame to wear that!
You should be ashamed
Be
of
ashamed to wear that
that
uniform!
You should be ashamed!
What do we want?
Brothers belong in prison!
Groups like Black Lives Matter make this assumption that it's excessive force, when in fact it may or may not be. Have you ever been in a fight for your life? Have you truly? I mean, if you haven't, You don't understand. When you're in a fight for your life and you're losing, all bets are off. If I have a baton, I'm gonna hit you any place that I can. If I have a taser, I'm gonna tase you over and over and over again. Ultimately, I'm gonna pull my gun out and probably shoot you. You know, the law in this nation is geared toward what was in the officer's mind at the time.
I've been with the department 3.5 years, and I decided to get a career in law enforcement because when I was 13, my mom got murdered by her boyfriend. So I decided that I wanted to get into a career where I could help people and try and make a difference in someone's life. There's a bunch of people up there. Yeah, see, white. What's up, man?
Hey, Sheriff's Department, stop!
You know, the split-second decision, it's scary to go to something and have like 2 seconds to make a decision. You know, you're just like, oh man, is this the right? You don't even have time to decide if it's the right decision or not. If I was gonna get shot at right now, where would I go? Where would I go for concealment? Where would I be able to get out of here at? Hey!
Hey, can you shut that off? Okay. What's the generator for? Keep your hands out of your pockets for me because I haven't searched you and I don't know what you got in there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Why is the power out?
Somebody
Why?
moved,
Because
somebody
I can't
squatted
afford
in
to pay
But
it.
somebody squatted.
And you guys scare the piss out of me, just to be honest with you.
You guys aren't in trouble. You just gotta turn the generator off and keep the neighbors quiet. I would like to believe that most peace officers that end up having to discharge their firearm do it out of fear. If the officer does everything he's supposed to do and is doing it for the right reasons, there's never going to be an issue. There's always a few bad apples somewhere, you know. I don't want someone who's dirty like that working alongside of me. I have a 9-year-old daughter at home. My whole goal every single shift is to make it home to her.
Right now, we're in the park that I got shot at. I was suicidal, and I ended up getting shot by the sheriff's department. I was shot in the side of my stomach, and it went through and pierced my stomach 3 times, hit my adrenal gland, took out my spleen and nicked my kidney, and then landed in my spine. All I remember is waking up in the hospital 2 days later after the incident and not realizing where I was or what happened. I was scared because I couldn't move my legs and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to keep alive. I feel like the police have never been on our side because they are always quick to think and overreact on certain things, and they would always be quick enough to pull out the handgun than they should.
There's a culture that's understood that officers may know that they can do this and get away with it, that the department is going to have their back. The families are not feeling that they have justice because of this process where there is no transparency and accountability in it. As taxpayers and as citizens of Kern County, we do have a right to scrutinize and to ask questions.
We're aware of Officer Winbish, who has been involved in multiple shootings. To us, this is a bit of a red flag. So can you help us understand this?
We look at the individual officers who are involved with shootings. We always know how many they've had.
But I think suffice it to say, for the people in here, it's an issue that is not taken lightly.
Throughout the nation, we've seen the officers that continually do things are the ones that are costing cities millions of dollars.
And when you see a peak somewhere, what is your response to that peak?
You just hand them the gun back and let them do it again?
Is that part of your policy?
Well, what's your name, ma'am?
Nicole Ramirez.
Nicole.
My brother was killed by.
Okay, Nicole, I sit on the board that looks at each shooting. And I can assure you that when I am looking at these incidents, I am not doing so half-heartedly or with the interests of a police officer over a citizen in mind.
And I understand that you did your own investigating and you justified what he did, but it doesn't make me as a community member feel safe.
There are idiosyncrasies and unique goings-on inside an organization, especially a police department, that people don't understand and can't understand. I have to, and the other captains and the people on the shooting review board, we have to go home at night and live with the decisions that we make.
Even if they're wrong.
No peace, no more killer police. Don't shoot.
Don't shoot! I think justice looks like this. When there is an officer-involved shooting, there is an independent investigation.
Together we're going to fight for justice. And I think in the end, when the Department of Justice can get a hold of all of this, then there'll be change. Everyone should be wearing body cams. Anyone in our law enforcement should be wearing them.
I don't think that we needed much reform. They left our department without any oversight of anything that we do. So they were satisfied. Police chiefs like myself, who have no oversight, must abide by the laws from the state of California, and that's what we're doing.
We should all be wearing body cams, and I think that at the end of the day, it would benefit law enforcement a lot more than it would hurt them. And if it makes us more transparent to the public, why not?
He's gone but not forgotten. He's still with us in our hearts. This is for you, baby. There's way too many of us. This county just is too closed in, too hush-hush about everything.
I want to heal my heart, not have any hate, not have any anger, and let justice be served.
I'd like you all to raise your hands together to the sky. Because this is our family. We will stick strong together. Because the next time we raise our hands together like this, we will have justice.
He was my rock. You know, I love all my kids, but my boy, he was so strong and man.